The other day, I was ordering on Amazon when I had a brainwave. Does Amazon actually have real life stores? So of course I did some investigating and it turns out they do. So in today's video, I'm building Amazon in Bloxburg. Also, it turned out a lot of you guys wanted Amazon anyway. So if you want to get your idea in future videos, subscribe and comment in the comments. Of course, I'm dressed to impress. And is that Tutorial Tom on there? Behind me is the rough outline of Amazon. And we can name it Amma Tom. Okay, people. So my layout on first glance, it's actually a bit more impressive than it might look. Like all of this is built out of basic shapes. It took me years.
It's been 84 years.
I guess the first thing that we should really do is color it. And when I looked up Amazon exterior, there were some really nice ones. There were some really like ugly ones. I went for just a classical industrial one. I'm also going to incorporate a bit of like the tropical vibe with the woods and stuff. And these things over here are meant to be tunnels, like just going into the abyss. Let me just continue that all the way around the side. If you're wondering, these archways here, they're not just to look like a giant McDonald's M. They are actually going to be windows. And my favorite window in Bloxburg, I hold so dear to my heart. The commercial window. Kind of sad that I have a favorite Bloxburg window. Oh, baby, look at her shining. Obviously, that is going to look 10 times better when there's things inside lighting it up as well. Oh, goodness. Why is this uneven? It's okay, guys. Don't worry. I found my mistake.
Not another one?
To stop it looking like so scary and Slenderman, I'm going to put some lights into those dark, dingy tunnels. Next, I'm terrible at building with basic shapes. I can hardly write a word, let alone draw an arrow. So instead, we're going to try and rely on a decal, and hopefully there's a good Amazon decal.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
What the hell is that? I have been traumatized. Anyway, I found this logo and I wish it would go wider. Go bigger, please be bigger. You might just have to make it a little bit more stubby. Did you know, guys, the Amazon logo, the reason the arrow goes from A to Z, because they have everything from A to Z on Earth. Isn't that such a smart logo? We're going to connect the pathway, and I actually want to put my little person on here. Come over, so that when the grand opening happens, I can run straight in. For once, I'm actually going to count the spaces so I don't mess it. The car park floor. So this is me building a car park in Bloxburg. We actually built quite a nice car park space. There's plenty of room for all of you guys. But I feel like this one over here might be a little bit of a stupid spot. So we're going to pop out the old yellow paint. No one can park here, please. It's off limits. I was going to actually wrap it around with bushes. I love this bush texture. No, it is nice. It's different. No, it is unusual. It is.
Nice.
It is nice. It's different. It is nice. It's unusual.
We should also probably add a little driveway to get in here, Reese's. People aren't just going to be like mowing through the bushes. That would cost way too much to repair. Although, I swear Amazon's like the richest company in the world. Let's check. How much does Amazon make a day? What? $1 billion?
30,000?
They make 15,000 every second. Wow, that is very shocking, guys. Now you know. Also, I'm just adding like my infinite supply of cars. I suppose we should fill in these little gashes. Of course, I'm going to be filling them up with my favorite item, the bushes. Should I use the Easter egg bushes? Or should I use the rose bushes? Or should we go for something we've never done, like a berry bush? Yummy, yummy. Maybe this is where Amazon gets their fruit from. So I also found out the other day, I was actually kind of disturbed when I saw this. Me and my dad share an Amazon account. You know, it tells you when a delivery is coming. It was like 12 bottles of Pepsi. Who orders Pepsi from Amazon? Like, that is going to be so flat and warm. But I'm not shading Amazon. Amazon, don't sue me, please. It might have been nice. The whole idea of buying Pepsi from a warehouse just sounds rather concerning to me. Now, if we go back to classical Reese's, I used to use these bushes all the time. And then I kind of stopped lately. But let's bring them back. I've never understood why when things get smaller, Bloxburg makes it more expensive. This tree is normally only 1,000. Of course, we'll splash these with some different shades of green as well. Oh my gosh, that really does look like broccoli. Just to finish it off, no, I'm not adding a red carpet, guys. Don't worry. Kim Kardashian is not going to be visiting Amazon today.
Hi, I'm Kim Kardashian West.
As some of you may know, I just like to make my custom stepping stones. Last thing I want to add, which I'm not going to lie, I did actually kind of forget to add, so we're going to have to like nuzzle it in now, is those little trolley things, because if you remember ages ago, they gave us a trolley. Like, look at this. I did learn when I was building other supermarkets it that they didn't actually add trolleys into the game, which just baffles me. Do you have baby ones? We can't add that. That is ridiculous. You know what? Probably. Do you know what we can add instead? And it's probably more fitting. These upright trucks. We'll give it the iconic Amazon colors. And do you say Amazon or Amazon? So it's time to go inside. I bet you guys never thought you'd be in an Amazon store. I certainly didn't. I suppose we should start off with the reception, which is kind of going to be the gateway to everything. We're going to grab a couple of these door frames. Very similar to outside, we're going to have big archways. So it's almost like you're going through big tunnels into the different sections of the Amazon store. And by the design I'm doing of the floor, can anyone guess the centerpiece of this room is going to be? If you guess escalator, you win a diamond. Okay, you don't actually win a diamond. I'm not Amazon. I don't have billion-dollar diamonds lying around. Oh, that is very close. As soon as you walk in, it's like, whoosh, up you go. Hey, maybe we should move that. And at the end, we're using these modern doors because this is going to be the CEO's office, Jeff Bezos. You've probably heard that name. You've probably heard the song. CEO Jeffrey Bezos. And then outside his office, we'll obviously have the more modern chairs. Brown pillows, because apparently he's the king of Amazon, really. Maybe even some more glass going into his office. There we go. Well, this room has come together really nicely. So I think if we just finish it off with a chandelier, that'll be that. Ooh la la. That is a chandelier I want to swing from. And since up here on the second floor, spoiler alert, we're going to have like furniture stores, kind of like IKEA showrooms, really. I'm going to add fences so you can like look over the balcony. To the left, we're going to have the supermarket. We've said this is Jeff Bezos' office. And then on this side is a cafe, bathroom, and customer services. Now, the reason I'm going to add a cafe a little bit later is because these furniture stores these days, they think that they are some sort of restaurant chain. But first, as I said, we're going to do the supermarket, which isn't going to take long. First thing that's caught my eagle little eye, this here. Why don't we actually make that where like products are going out of? Walmart, Waitrose, if you're from England, those kind of places, they will all have trucks that like deliver to the house. Perhaps this can be where the deliveries wait. I'm just going to put Amazon written above it. Maybe we should make it put Amazon Go, actually. All right, I couldn't quite find a Amazon Go one, but I did find a Prime Video one. I thought we could have like an electronic bit over there in a moment. And I used to hate the green, and I've just realized I've been using green all through this build.
I hate him! I hate him!
And if we go into miscellaneous, that's very mysterious, Bloxburg, naming it that. This can be like where you load it onto the truck, I guess. So just before we do the Prime Video area, I'm gonna get the counters in just so I can sort of work out where they're going. I normally would hate the basic counter, but for cashiers, they're actually perfect. You're obviously just gonna need like a flat surface at the end just so you can like put your shopping on it. And isn't it so scary, guys, when your mum leaves you to like go and get a last bit of shopping and then the shopping gets closer and closer to the person working there.
Hello there. Hello, darling.
This is the grocery bit. Rather than boxes, you can have some paper bag. I can't believe Amazon is a supermarket now. For almost the last part of the supermarket before we actually add the food, the electronic section. Normally the phone section will have like its own cashier anyway. If we're basing this off the Apple store, which I think I am, they have really nice white bags. And I actually went to the Apple store the other day, guys. And honestly, it's so nice in there. It's like so modern.
I love it in here.
Just gonna have these frames, which I've actually made into an iPad. Like, why not have it look realistic? Although I do wish Bloxburg would add iPads. That would be pretty cool, huh? And if you ever want to know how to change the brightness of LEDs, by the way, use the color wheel. I'm really sorry if you don't have the color wheel. But if you do, that's how you use it. It's time to get a little bit sneaky by going underneath the floor. It's just an easy way to light up rooms without clogging up the ceiling with a bunch of lights. I realized this was meant to be an Amazon Go supermarket, and we've just turned it into Prime Video Central. So we'll now genuinely finish this off with some food. Eggs, or in the American accent, some eggs. I love how you guys say it. Then the ones over here is going to be for more like the household stuff, because of course, Amazon, if you looked up on Amazon right now, blender, you'd be able to order one to your house within 24 hours.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am.
So next up, we're going to do the office, and then we're going to go up to do some furniture rooms. So again, we're going to go back into investigating. And what is that? My note just says, wow, modern office. I like what I see with this one. We can basically do anything we want to do. If I want to add a custom bookshelf unit, oh honey, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And in the middle, do you know what it kind of looked like? It looked like the headboard of this bed. But obviously, we can't add that there. Instead, I'm going to use tiles. And this is the kind of office, I reckon, to just have a bunch of like, $1 billion ornaments on. And why are all the nice ornaments so expensive? Like 2,000. A truss? What's a truss?
What the hell is even that?
And yeah, guys, let's actually just add a bunch of these Fabergé eggs. Like, what can be the harm? I go bankrupt. Oh my god, I so almost just accidentally left build mode then. Isn't it crazy how quickly money can go? A lot of rich people actually use laptops rather than computers because it's like more portable and easy. And can you imagine how scary it would be being called into Jeff Bezos's office? Just thinking about it, I'm shaking in my boots.
Oh, scary. Oh, shiver my timbers.
Along here, we'll have another one of those really fancy statue heads. And I actually don't want to shade him because he actually started Amazon from like a garage. That is why you should never give up on your dreams. And this looks so good. I can't wait to see it out of like build mode air when we do the tour. Build mode air is so real. As I said, next up is going to be the furniture and like the showrooms. Maybe Amazon is doing a collab with IKEA. There'd probably be another counter unit, which you've already seen me build one, so I sped it up for you. However, I did want to show you guys me adding these little pillars. I thought that's quite a nice, smart touch. And I know exactly what to put in the middle now. I used to buy so many pillows from Amazon. You know when the emoji pillows were like the biggest trend on earth?
Is the heart face emoji.
I literally had every single emoji for every single emotion. But I ordered all of them from Amazon back in the day. That story is basically just me telling you that the next thing is going to be pillows. And I forgot how much lighting's up here. Now we've got them in. Let's move on to the showrooms, baby. To the left, we're gonna have Kitchen Central. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering what I'm eating, hand-cooked crisps. So the best part about these being against the edges of the walls is that we can actually make our own windows. And then I just started building up the counters around them, going with the flow. For once, I think I'm actually going to use these small modern cabinets. I think I've actually really fallen for them. And we could use some interesting tiles on here. What's an interesting tile? Oh, that's interesting. In my Amazon showroom, I tell ya, we are going to be really dressing it up. Like, no one's kitchen looks this good. Like, I don't know what bougie house you're living in if you have a bowl of lemons just on the side. And the selling point of this kitchen is going to be the fact that it has not one, but 2 island benches. More crisps to celebrate. And I hope I don't sound like a fat pig, like eating crisps all the time. I literally never have crisps, guys. I just saw them in the cupboard and I couldn't resist. And we'll make some like bougie kind of to placemat. Then I thought about putting some of those shelves from the office. And then finally, I just finished it up with some generic little shelves. I don't know about you, but I would so buy this kitchen. So although IKEA made the idea, Amazon stores should so do this if they don't already. If we go through to the next kitchen, this one is going to be much, much quicker. And it's going to be more of not a grandma kitchen, but like a traditional classy vibe kitchen with cabinets, appliances. And I feel like this is much more of like a Gordon Ramsay kitchen, like 2 fridges. And this one is going to have an island, but it's also going to have a dining table. Do you know what I haven't used in a hot minute? This industrial pendant or chandelier. Do you adore it? Oh, wow. That looks just as cool as I hoped it would. So on the other side, it's going to be lounge rooms. But again, I want a little break from that. If you remember, downstairs was going to be cafe, customer service, and toilets. So the cafe there, customer service is in here, and then we'll have the bathrooms in this bit. We'll start with the cafe, which can basically just be like off Starbucks. And the only reason I'm saying Starbucks is because that's the last cafe I went to. I went there yesterday. What did I get? Cinnamon bun or something? At this late stage in the video where I start to stumble on my words.
Yeah.
After filming for 2 hours, guys, it's not surprising. And I suppose Starbucks is mostly known for its coffee, so add a lot of coffee-themed items. And we can add, like, some ice cream machines. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. And this is going to be called Amazon Fresh. There you go, Amazon. Feel free to use that idea if you want. Call your cafe Amazon Fresh.
Oh.
And then we'll finish it off with some stools at the bar. Cafe done, hallway done. I just quickly did the toilets. You don't need to see me build the place where people take a poo. Beautiful. And then customer service, guys. This is basically something that every company needs. So we've all seen those videos of people screaming at employees.
It is not illegal to yell here. Excuse me, ma'am.
Some of them are funny and some of them are just downright rude. But this is Amazon's customer service. And this is basically the waiting area. We just have these living rooms left to do. So I'm feeling like some more crisps to start with. But I'm also feeling like a bit of an 80s style living room. The 80s are iconically known for their crazy colors and design. The carpet we're going to use is definitely zebra print. You might be thinking, why are you doing a 70s style house if this is meant to sell new furniture? That is a good question, but companies still sell products that they made years ago. Do you think vintage is really coming back into style lately? Obviously, we're still going to have a TV. Living room will have a chair. We'll also have like a stylish sofa on the side. I'm pretty sure music was invented hundreds of years ago, so they definitely had it in the 80s. Oh, 35,000 years ago. Why did I think it was only like 200 years ago? This is a lovely 80s living room. And the final room, guys, we've got to kick off with a bang. We're going to do a very royal living room. So I think it's just about big enough for what I want us to have. Just first of all, like a little tea area. This is where you'd have tea with the king. As you can see, very, very classy. Along this side, we simply have to add a bookcase. And putting pillars in between the bookcases is one of my favorite things.
These are a few of my favorite things.
And with a final sparkly chandelier, Amazon is completed. Hello, it's True Reese's. May I take your order, please? So, chickens, just before we go into my new favorite build, this plot values at $1 million. Now, in fairness, the cars are probably about half of that. If we pan around the building, it's honestly one of my favorite structures. So the first thing we have is obviously these car parks. And normally car parks that I do are pretty boring, but today I feel like I really pulled out the bag. Not to mention our little trolley duck. But this is what we basically collect just before we actually walk into the Amazon store to go and buy all our things. As the golden gates open up, it is aesthetic galore. Each side we have Amazon, so just in case you didn't see the massive Amazon sign.
I can't see. Snap out of it. I can't see.
Now, some people might be going straight up to like buy the furniture, go up to the showroom. However, I'm going to go in order. First of all, I want to buy some laptops, please. I'm just going to slam all of them into my basket as I go. And over here is where I'd obviously get my basket and my trolley vanishes. Over on these ones, like you saw, it was more like food and appliances. This is where the cashier would work. So since I'm in the uniform, this actually looks so cool. And then of course, this is where the truck goes. So you would load up the truck and it would be whipped off to the house. So I like how I've incorporated the delivery side of Amazon into the store. However, guys, I've had a complaint from a customer. So I've been summoned to Jeff Bezos's office. For some reason, I really liked the default painting. So I did just keep them. And hang on a second, guys. I am now Jeff Bezos.
Hello, Reese's. Come into my office, please.
And this is basically if anything needs to be done, he'd tell them what's going on. Probably the best office we've ever done on the channel. I don't really like being Jeff, so let's go back to lovely Reese's. So if the customer did have a complaint, it would actually be going to customer service first. Excuse me, it is not illegal to yell here. Over here we have the cafe diner, which actually looks really nice in person. Like, it kind of looks realistic too. You'd ask for like an ice cream or something, or maybe like breakfast. And then after you've eaten that breakfast, it's likely it's going to have gone right through ya. So you go into the old bathroom and let it all out. And also, I don't know what added toothbrushes and stuff, but you know, let's go. Now, I need to remember actually to make one of these go the other way. I always forget to do that. So never go up the wrong way, guys, or you will fall and plummet your death. Oh, Lord. Doesn't this look stunning? Adding this skylight was such a brilliant idea. Like, hi, Mr. Sun. So we have pillows on these circles. The product on these will probably change all the time. And then we have our little desk up here. To the left, the showroom. So obviously, this is where it's displaying products which you can literally buy. Like if I like this cheese grater, I can just pick this up and I can go and buy it. They'll put it in a bag. This first kitchen, I honestly think I did a splendid job at sort of making it look real but fake. And then next door, we have the old kitchen. This isn't my favorite one, but again, I did a pretty good job. Next up is the 80s living room. Kind of things that I think I'd honestly buy from here. The TV, and maybe this chair. Like, this room is more displaying electronics. And finally, this is truly a gem. From the bookcases to the piano to this simple chair, from Amazon to Hallison. So that is Amazon. If you guys like the video, do subscribe to the channel. Thank you to everyone who watched this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.